Hey everybody, it's Amanda here. I am just going to wait for people to jump on. I'm a couple minutes early, so hopefully people will be jumping on soon. Hi, Lindsay, you're on. This is cool. So I guess you can submit questions and then I can answer them live here. So that's cool. So that'll be nice to have open for people if they have questions for at the end that I can answer. So this is new for everybody that is jumping on. We've got 5 viewers now, so I'm going to wait just a couple more minutes, let people jump on, and then I will get started. Good to know. Lindsay says you have to click a little tab that says join the audience. So if, Lindsay, maybe you want to go post that in the event, if you don't mind, and then maybe people will know that in case they don't see that, so that they know to join the audience so that they can view the video. And this will be recording too, so if you miss anything, you can go back and watch it, or if you want to share it with other people, you are more than welcome to do so. I would be happy if you shared it with other people. So I'm just gonna wait like 30 more seconds or so, and then I'll get started, and then hopefully people can just continue to jump on as I'm talking, and we'll get going. So I'm gonna just share a presentation with you here in a second, as soon as I get it ready. Let's see. Let's try this way. Okay, I think that works. I think, Lindsay, can you let me know if you can see the presentation? Or if you still see my face? Okay, it looks like you can see my presentation. Awesome. So I'm going to get started. I am Amanda Walsh, and I am a 1-star Diamond Beachbody coach with with Team Beachbody. Sorry, health and fitness coach with Team Beachbody. So today I wanted to start this presentation off with this fun little picture, because this, I feel like, explains what all of this is about and why I am a coach and what it means to me. The women in this picture are just amazing women on our team. Lindsay is the one right to my right, and she is my upline coach, and I'll talk a little bit more about that and her in a little bit. And then the others in the picture are other coaches on our team, and this is at one of our events. And really it just shows that just the nature of our team and how much fun we can have together, and just really about how Beachbody and how coaching brings you to people you never thought you would be friends with or in contact with again. So with that, I need to find my presentation now. There it is. A little bit about me. So I have battled with my weight, I would say, all of my life, but I've always really been interested in fitness ever since college. But I have always struggled with either an eating disorder, being completely anorexic, or the complete opposite, being 60 pounds overweight and over 200 pounds. So you can see those pictures there. But just a little bit about me. So I am a full-time director of innovative learning for a school district. I was a former teacher in the classroom for 10 years. I'm single. I live in the city. I am a runner. So I have run 4 marathons, and I will be running my 5th marathon this year. I recently have found God and have started going to church and really just focusing my life on Jesus Christ and how he works in me and how I can focus on him and be more positive and see how he is working in my life. I love to travel. I love Shanti and Autumn, and if you don't know who they are, you will know by the end of this presentation. And I would say I'm an introverted extrovert, so I love people. So being a coach is absolutely amazing for me because I just love talking to other people. However, I do need my time and my space to myself, so sometimes I need to just disconnect, and I get really overwhelmed, and I just need to take time for myself to disconnect. So that's a little bit about just the basics of me, but talking about coaching and how that has changed my life. I mean, I could go on all night. I could talk an hour on that, but I want to try and keep this presentation to about 30 to 45 minutes and keep it concise. So just a little bit about my story with coaching is, like I said, I've been a fitness fanatic for years. There's been times in my life that I have not gone to the gym at all for years when I was at my heaviest, obviously. But before that, I was going to the gym for hours until I wouldn't leave the gym until I burned 1,000 calories. Now that was not healthy. Then I gained 60 pounds and was over 200 pounds. That was not healthy. I lost the weight, but I lost it using Weight Watchers. And yes, the weight came off, but I would say looking back now, that was not healthy because I was eating frozen meals that are filled with crap, and I was eating 100-calorie packs and thinking that that was the only way that I could actually lose weight. And yes, it worked, but it didn't stay off. So once I made some changes in my life and I moved to the city, 20 of those pounds came back and I felt like crap again. So I started running marathons, but if you know any marathon runners, people do not run marathons to lose weight. We run marathons for many other reasons, but most of the time it is not to lose weight, because most of the time you're eating a lot more because you're running and burning a ton of calories. So that's where I was in my life when Beachbody or Lindsay came into my life again. So I had just finished I was about to run the 2013 marathon, and I saw Lindsay posting on Facebook, 26 weeks pregnant, that she had just started doing Turbo Fire and drinking Shakeology and running these challenge groups. And I was really intrigued by what she was doing. She was running a 2-week clean eating challenge group that would start the day after my marathon. And I thought, I need to learn more about how to eat healthy. My best friend at the time was battling cancer, and she had just recently turned her life around, started losing weight, started eating whole foods, eating clean. And I wanted to do the same. So it was just perfect timing that Lindsay was running this group, and I jumped right on it and literally have not turned back with clean eating. I still live by my clean eating rules of anything processed, I pretty much keep out of my diet. At least I eat clean, I would say, about 80 to 90% of the time. Because I just feel better and it's amazing. So right after that group, Lindsay was running another group, and I joined, and I told her, Lindsay, I've already tried this Shakeology stuff. Don't try and sell me that. I already have Turbo Fire, so I don't need a program. I just want the accountability of your group. Checking in daily with somebody has really been nice, and I want to continue that. So Lindsay, lo and behold, let me in and was a little bit like, what do you mean you don't want to get anything? But she thankfully let me in her group. And by the end of that 30 days, I was a complete believer and decided to become a coach because I wanted to pay it forward. So I became a coach for the accountability. I had no idea about business. I had no idea about making money with this. I just wanted the accountability of helping others. I knew that if I had to help others, then I was going to stay on track with my goals. I was going to stay accountable and be able to help others while helping myself at the same time. So it's been pretty awesome. I've run now a challenge group every single month since November of 2013. And that's about, I think, 30 months. And it's crazy to me that I've added and helped more than at least 3 people every month change their life with health and fitness. And it's just so rewarding. And now I do see it as a business opportunity, and I do see the financial benefits. And I have been able to pay off my car and pay more to my student loans and pay off all my credit card debt. I have 0 credit card debt now. And it is all because of Beachbody. And I have the dream of when I want to make that choice to walk away from my full-time job and be able to do this full-time, when hopefully I am blessed with a child one day. Hopefully I find a man and am blessed with a child. My dream is to be a stay-at-home mom and be able to be there for every moment in my child's life. So that's just a little bit about my story. There's a whole bunch more to me, but just a little bit to kind of give you a taste of how I got started. But if you join the team, you will learn a lot more about me. So like I said when I first started the presentation, is that this team and those women, and those are just a few of the women on our team, are such a big part of why I continue to do what I do and to help others, is because the motivation from these women is just outstanding. We all have positive energy. It's so easy to get caught up in the negative of this world because so many people are walking around unhappy, sharing just their negativity. A lot of people don't like Facebook because they think people are just complaining all the time. Where I actually see my Facebook feed as the complete opposite, because I have chosen to surround myself with absolutely wonderful, positive women. I've been able to build friendships that I never would have dreamed of. I've rekindled friendships from friends from high school, friends from college, friends from grade school that I never would have probably reconnected with if it was not for this business. We empower each other every day. We hold each other accountable to our goals. Just the team culture and being a part of something so big and so happy and so positive is just something that I never dreamed of. And this for me, being a single woman and living alone, having this support from other women is just more than I could have ever asked for. I've learned to love myself more than I ever have before because of this. And then I talked a little bit about the financial freedom, but I am building that more and more every single day to be able to travel when I want, to pay off all of my debt and just be free and not have to worry about finances all the time. I was in debt a lot before this I had no idea how to manage my money. I had zero in savings, and I can honestly say that that is not even close to the case now. So you will learn more about that again as you hopefully join our team. So a lot of times people have a misconception of what a coach is. So I want to kind of clear up what is a coach and what a coach isn't. So a coach is somebody who is a motivator. It's a regular person like me and you. Maybe she's a mom, maybe he's a dad. They're leaders. Some are students, some are college students. We're all students. We're all learning every single day. Some are military wives. Some are in the military themselves. Some work full-time like myself. Others stay at home with their children, or just stay at home because they are blessed to be able to stay at home and their husband works. What a coach isn't is that we're not fitness experts. We don't have all of the answers. We're not nutritionists. We're not personal trainers. Not all of us are at our goal weight. And that's a big question, and I'll talk about that on the next slide, is that people are fearful of not being at their goal weight, and who would want to work with them if they're not at their goal weight. We're not sales experts. We're not perfect, and we're definitely not all the same. Every coach is different. We all have our own personalities. We all have our own little ways of how we run our businesses. But what I can say is that we share tools and share resources with each other so that you're never alone. So you would never be alone in this business. So I just want to kind of clear that up, is that I don't want you to think that you need to be an expert, because you don't. No one has all of the answers. But what we do have is motivation, and we're able to inspire people every day. We're able to help them. We're able to work with them, work through their struggles with them, pump them up on days that they're struggling, be a shoulder when they need it to cry on, whatever the case may be. But basically, we're just there to be a friend and to help them through learning to live a healthy and happy lifestyle. Really, that is what coaching is all about, is just helping others, being motivators, being able to just lead others to a happy and healthy life. So hopefully that clears that up if you were wondering if you had to be like perfect and a fitness expert and all of this, because you don't. I certainly am not, but what I am is resourceful. I know how to Google really well. So, and you'll learn that too. So I just want to clear up some common fears that people have, because these are things that we hear all the time. And if you have said any of these things as you've been thinking about whether coaching is for you, well, you are not alone, because everybody has this. Every single coach that I've added to my team has seriously said one of these things. No one's going to want to join me. I'm afraid of what others will think of me. I don't have sales experience. I don't have any Facebook friends. I'm scared to post on Facebook. I won't have enough support and training. I don't have time. That's a big one. I'm not at my goal weight, and I'm not in shape, and I'm not a fitness or nutrition expert. So, these, seriously, like I said, these are common fears of every single person. I know the biggest fear of mine was what others will think of me. And to be honest, that still sometimes is a fear of mine. But I have grown so much that it really does not bother me as it did before. Like, it does not matter. I'm looking to inspire those who want to be inspired. There's always going to be haters. There's always going to be people that don't want to follow you. There's always going to be people that don't get it and think that they know it all, and they don't trust you and don't believe you and aren't going to follow you. And you know what? That's okay, because you don't want those people in your tribe. You don't want those people with you. You want the people that are positive, that want to be held accountable, that are going to help motivate you as you motivate them, and not people that are going to hold you back from your goals. So, you'll learn more as you develop personally. You'll get over that. Another big one is I don't have sales experience. please never, never, never think of this as sales. I have a video actually that if you're interested, just message me and I can send it to you. I'm not a salesperson, I'm a shares person. This business is all about sharing what has worked for you. So think about it this way. If you are at the store and you find your favorite salad dressing, and you share that or you tell that to another friend about your favorite salad dressing and say, hey, you got to try this out. It's so awesome. Are you selling them that? No, you're sharing something that's so awesome. So that's what you need to think about when you're thinking about sharing the opportunity or sharing our products and programs with others. You're sharing something that can work for them. It's not selling them something, okay? Or another comparison is, I have people all the time, you've got to try out this new restaurant. It's so awesome. Well, we can think about that as sales too. They're trying to get me to go to this awesome restaurant. Are they going to benefit from that? No, but they're sharing something that they love. Now, granted, we do benefit from, if somebody does purchase a product, you will benefit from that. But it is a very similar experience. You want to think of it as sharing the opportunity, sharing how you can help them, sharing what has worked for you, sharing your journey, sharing your experience with others so that they can then decide if it's something for them. You're never trying to convince or sell anybody anything. Another big one, the last one that I'm going to touch on here is the Facebook thing. I don't have any Facebook friends. I'm scared to post on Facebook. What I can say about that is that we all started with minimal friends, okay? We all started with just our friends and family, and we've been able to expand that. And what I will say about that is that you will learn, and we will teach you how to expand your network, how to post on Facebook so that it's not so scary. And that kind of goes along with that, what others will think of me, is that you just have to kind of get over those people that aren't going to go with you, because you don't want them with you anyways. And a lot of times what I tell people is that if somebody says no, or they don't want to join you, many times it means not right now, and they're probably going to join you later. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about that fear, is that we all had that fear, and you just have to have the confidence to share. Again, it's all about just sharing your journey. And I think that we just need to share our lives more with people, share our struggles, share our successes, so that others don't feel like they're the only ones going through this, or whatever it is that they're going through life, right? We all have our issues, and we all have things that we're going through. So hopefully that cleared up some of those common fears. If you have any other questions about any of the fears that you may have, please either reach out to me or reach out to the coach that invited you to this presentation. So something that I want to touch on that is pretty much the bread and butter of this business is challenge groups. So like I said at the very beginning when I was talking about my story and how I started with Beachbody, is that I started with a challenge group, and I've run a challenge group, at least one every month since November of 2013. So I think that's almost 30 months. So challenge groups is where we run our business, basically. It's a place, it's a private group. It could be a Facebook group, or Beachbody just created an awesome challenge tracker app that I've been using that's just great and helps people stay accountable. But basically, it's just a private group where you add people to, that you then fill them with motivation and inspiration, love, knowledge, support to meet their goals. So it's a place where we're sharing a motivational quote or information, knowledge that we've learned about clean eating or about workouts or about different things to keep people motivated and keep people accountable throughout their journey. And I have challengers in my groups now that have been in my groups almost every month since day one. So, people most of the time, don't just join a challenge group for 30 days or however long your groups are. Many times we run groups for 21 days, 30 days, sometimes 60 days. We even run groups for 5 days, just a 5-day free clean eating group. But you can run the groups however you want. We as coaches who have been in this for a while will share our experiences, share our tools, share our information with you to help you run your groups. You will never be alone. You can run them with other people. We have people team up all the time and run a group together so that you're not just running it yourself. But really, this is the bread and butter of the business. This is what I focus on every single month. So I have a new group start on the first Monday of every single month. And when I'm adding new people to my network, when I'm sharing and asking people if they want to join a challenge group, this is where I'm looking to put them. So this really is all that it's about. And it is so motivational, and I've had so many people just tell me how they can never do it alone, that it's a great place to be able to come, check in, say, hey, I got my workout in today, or hey, does anybody have a new recipe I can try, or hey, here's what I ate today, to help keep themselves accountable. So really, if you have never joined a challenge group, because I know some people on here have never even done a challenge group, so you have no idea what I'm talking about. Trust me when I say it is just such an amazing place, and I would not be where I am without them, which is why I continue to run them every single month. So along with the challenge groups is obviously people have to have a program, and thankfully Beachbody has something for everybody. We have DVD programs. There's now digital access, so people can get Beachbody On Demand, over hundreds of workouts on their phone, iPad, computer, anywhere they are. There's now an app where they can just download the app and have hundreds of workouts at their fingertips. So this is great for anybody that is looking to just try a new workout. They're not sure which workout they want. They can get this access for 30 days for free to try out what they want. We have different supplements. Obviously, Shakeology, which I just realized the picture of that is not even on here. Shakeology is our biggest product. It is the most amazing supplement. And yes, that is what I like to think of it as, because it is my daily dose of dense nutrition. I cannot go a day without my Shakeology. I've drank it every day for over 2 years, and I have not been sick since. That due to drinking Shakeology every day and eating clean, that is what I attribute to my healthiness, and being able to not be sick and have the energy that I have and not have cravings and be regular and, getting those vitamins and nutrients and probiotics and prebiotics and all of those things, those digestive enzymes and everything that we need, I get from this delicious tasting shake every single day. But these are just some of the things that you can get, that we can offer as coaches to people. There is something for everybody. These are all of the workouts from the time that Beachbody coaching started in 2009 with Insanity until today. Of our brand new program that just came out this month, is 22-minute hard corps. These are all of the programs. So there literally is something for everybody. And that is what I love, is that, I can help somebody who needs to lose 100 pounds, and I can help somebody that just needs a detox. I can help somebody that needs to gain some weight. Really, there is something for everybody. There are a ton of programs for people to try. There are a ton of supplements, not only our Shakeology, but our Beachbody Performance line. So your pre-workout drink, your post-workout drink to help your muscles recover faster. We have the 3-day refresh that will help you detox, a plant-based detox to help get your body back on track. I could go on and on and on. But there literally is something for everybody. So it's all about just making a relationship with somebody and finding out their need and what you can help them with, what you can offer to them, which one of these programs would work for them best, or which one of the supplements or the products would be able to help them. You're just offering that opportunity to them, and then it's up to them. Just like this right now, I'm offering the opportunity for you to learn more about coaching, but it's really up to you. And that's what I want you, we want you to make a decision and not be, the best decision for you, and not be, doing it just for us, because that's not going to do anything if you're trying to please somebody else. We just want it to be the most important decision that you make in your life. So that's just a little bit about the programs and the products. So this is the part that I get to talk a little bit about money, and talking about money makes people nervous, and it's kind of making my hands sweat. It's not easy to do, but I can say that it's changed my life. So I talked about this a little bit. These are actual figures straight from my back office. So in February of 2014 to 15 to 16, you can see that my income has doubled every year. And it continues to grow and grow and grow. We do get paid weekly as a coach. You make money on the commission. So you make 25% commission on all of the retail that you quote unquote sell. I hate using that word, but essentially you are eventually selling products to somebody, right? Once you've helped them make a decision of what they want to, which program they want to follow. And so you make a commission off of that. And then you also can make different bonuses throughout your business based on different ranks and things like that. Honestly, that gets super complex, so I'm not going to bore you with all of those details and really confuse you and overwhelm you. But really, I just want you to see that the potential is there, and just think if my income doubles again to February of 2017. And really, this is on the low end of what some coaches can make. I can say that Lindsay makes more than this, and it just will depend on how much time you have to put in the business and what you want to, what you want to get out of it. Some people just want to make $500 a month. Some people just want to get their Shakeology covered. And that is definitely possible. I just wanted to be able to share the potential if you do want to fully build this business, because the potential is there. I will one day walk away from my full-time job, and I will have a full-time income from this business. I'm not saying that to scare you or overwhelm you, but it can happen. So I just want you to know that. But it doesn't have to be huge. Like I said, if you are in it just to make a couple $100, that's awesome. I think everybody could use a couple $100 a week, a month, whatever it is to you. So just think about that. And if you have any questions about money or how you make money or any of that, again, please ask. So who are we looking for? So I've talked a lot about, what we do as coaches, how we make money, all of that, but who are we really looking for? These are just some of the amazing pictures of the people on our team. And again, this is just a small percentage of those people. But we're really looking for people who are positive, who are self-starters, who are dreamers, that they dream of living a life by design, that you can live a life that you've always dreamed of. And I can honestly say that I am on my way there and closer than I ever thought I would be. People that are goal-oriented, and we set goals monthly as coaches and we help hold each other accountable, and we're team players, and we help each other out. You're never alone in this business. We love on each other so much. We have so much fun. We're all just so passionate about helping others, including each other, in this business, and being able to help as many people as possible so that we can end the trend of obesity. That is what you will hear from Beachbody Corporate all the time, is their goal is to end the trend of obesity. We live in a world that is so unhealthy and unhappy right now that we are just doing all that we can to help people, and to help people learn that they don't have to live the lives that they're currently living, that there is more, that they can do more, that they can be more. So we just ask that you are teachable and open-minded when you do join as a coach, because there is a ton to learn. It is going to be a little bit of work. I'm not going to tell you that it's easy all the time. It's not easy. It is work. It is a business that you're building. But it's fun. It never feels like work. So I can say that. But just be open-minded and be open to learning. Be open to, when you become a new coach, to becoming a student again, and learning all that you can, because we have built systems and we have tools and resources, and we have like literally everything in place for you so that you can just literally duplicate everything that we do and run with it, which is awesome. So how do you get started? So hopefully by now you have made a decision, or you're closer to making a decision, and you're wondering, okay, this is awesome. I want to join this team. I can't wait to learn more. I can't wait to be part of something so big, so positive, so happy. And you want to know how to get started. So the most common way and the most affordable and best way to get signed up is to sign up with a challenge pack. What a challenge pack is, it is when you purchase a fitness program, so you can choose any of those programs that you saw there, and it's packaged with 30 days of Shakeology and 30 days free of the club membership, which is that Beachbody On Demand, so you can try out other workouts as well. Why we suggest that is because being a product of the product is key. Like I said, sharing your journey is what it's all about. That's what people end up joining you for, is because they see your results, they see what you're doing, and they want to do it too. So being a product of the product is so important. And when you do purchase a challenge pack, the $40 coach sign up fee is waived. So you don't have to pay that fee at all. Now, if you chose to not get a challenge pack and not be a product of the product, which none of us would suggest, you could do that though. And some coaches have done that because they just have not had the money at the time to sign up or to get a challenge pack yet, but they wanted to start sharing with others so that they could, you know, just start their business. So you could pay that $40 and get signed up without a challenge pack. But again, like I said, we don't recommend that, but it is an option. So a lot of times people are not sure which program to choose. I would definitely say work with your coach, the coach that invited you to this presentation, and they can help you choose a program. But one that I really recommend for everybody, and it's really a good one for anybody to start with, is the 21-day fix, because it really just makes everything so simple. It really incorporates how to eat and how to make nutrition simple for people, how to eat a balanced and clean diet. Again, I hate that word diet, but you know what I mean. The eating plan is awesome, and the workouts are awesome because there's such a variety. There are total body workouts, there's upper body workouts, there's a lower body workout, there's a yoga, there's a Pilates, there's a cardio. So it's really a variety of workouts so that people don't get bored and they're always changing it up. So really the 21-day fix is the program that I recommend to almost every person, whether they need to lose 100 pounds, 5 pounds, or even need to gain a little bit of weight, or even just need to learn how to eat better. That is the program that is kind of my go-to when suggesting a program for somebody. So if you're wondering which program to start with, that's a great place to start. So once you get started and you've decided and you've joined our team and you're ready to go, so now what? Well, I just want to let you know, like I've said already, is that you will never be alone. We all lean on each other, but you will be a part of multiple Facebook groups for the different parts of our team, which is what you see here. This is the Fit Warriors team, which is my team. So you'll be a part of that group. You'll be a part of a new coach university, which will help you learn everything you need to know as a new coach. So along with any other new coaches that joined that month, you'll be going through this new coach university with them. So you're not alone, and the newbies can kind of stick together and ask each other questions and support each other and help hold each other accountable. So it's kind of like a challenge group for our fitness challenge groups, but it's a challenge group for new coaches to help you stay accountable and help you reach your goals and run challenge. You'll run your first clean eating challenge group together, and just, it's awesome. Like I said, you'll have tons of support. You'll have a ton of new friends. Lots of love from everybody. The positive energy is unbelievable. You'll have weekly team calls. We have monthly team challenges to help push each other a little bit further. There are team building events, and for example, there's one this Saturday. If you're free and live in the Chicagoland area, we have our Super Saturday, which is a quarterly event that corporate puts on. And it is in Lisle this Saturday from 9 to 12. So if you want to learn a little bit more, you're not quite sure if you can make a decision yet, you can always come to that event, and you can come as a guest for free, which is awesome. You'll get recognized all the time for your accomplishments with us within the team pages on Facebook, and you'll always be held accountable in a good way, where we're always pushing each other in a positive way to meet our goals and to, again, live happy and healthy lives. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna kind of open it back up here in a second and see if anybody posted any questions, because right now all I can see is my presentation. I can't see you. So in the next 24 hours, the person who invited you will follow up and ask you a couple questions. What did you like most about the presentation? And does Team Beachbody feel like a fit that could help you achieve your goals? So, if somebody doesn't reach out to you, make sure that you reach out to me or the coach that invited you, and just kind of share with them what you loved about the presentation, any other questions you have, anything that you still need to know to help you make the best decision. Because remember, this is a decision for you to make to see if this is a right fit for you. So think about it. What can becoming a coach do for you? Who can you help? And what are your goals and dreams? So those are the three things that I want you to think about as we end this call, as you walk away and think, gosh, can I do this? Is this really something that I could do? Can I help others? And my answer to that would be, yes, you can. You just have to be in the right mindset. And if you aren't quite there yet, we will help you get there through our support, through personal development, and through our accountability of just holding each other accountable to our goals. We can definitely help you get there. So with that, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and you will see my beautiful face again in a second, hopefully. There I am. Yay. Okay. So does anybody have any questions? You should see on the right-hand side where you can answer or ask questions. So I'll open it up just for a few. I have been talking for about 40 minutes. So if anybody has any questions, we'll take a few before we end this call. Just post them in the question section, and then I can answer them live here. Aw, thanks, Carly. Thanks, Lindsay. They're just giving me some great, good job, loved it. I don't think anybody has any questions. Again, you can ask, reach out to your coach. Coaches that are on this call, make sure that you reach out to the people that you invited. Share the link if they weren't able to get on live. You can share this link with everybody. That same link that you joined the broadcast, I believe, is the same link that you just share. It's the YouTube link now for this presentation. So you should be able to share that with others. And I just want to thank you all, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, for taking the time to come listen. to me ramble on about coaching. And I hope you really learned something, and I hope that you join our team and join in this amazing opportunity, because I never thought that I would be where I am today. And I can honestly say that I am so grateful for Beachbody and for the women on our team, and for all of the women that I have met. And I always say women because it is the majority women, but there are men as well out there that are coaches. So make sure that you know that if you are a man listening to this. So it is not just all women. There are male coaches as well. So if you have any questions, again, reach out. Love you all. Have an awesome night. And I hope to see you all soon. Thank you.